watching him while he sleeps. For as long as she could regain, sleeping was that something easily mastered. Although on some occasions the random battles with insomnia would rear its ugly head, overall resting was not a situation being an issue. Lately it was taking all that she was to close her lids to form anything of a dream. Not in favor with accepting the different behaviors of her sleeping pattern, she found herself awoken at the strangest hours in the wee hours of the night, mind pacing, a million thoughts a minute as to what to do with him. Laying there so patiently, peacefully, he rested, and there she was at a rise. Her eyelids pinned open, so to say, like two magnets forcefully, one for the bottom and the other for the top. For they'd become magnificent in being heavy. Stuck on how different the entire situation was for her, it was just hard to shut it off. Falling asleep with another to roll over in the sudden hours of the early horizon to witness them in greeting was weird. Felt good. Honestly, it was awkward. The being held part all throughout the night, oh, that part was great. The making love like two teenage horny crazed maniacs, it was the best. However, the rest, that was that something that often kept her plagued. Maybe it was the fact in the knowing that it was change, a beautiful switch in scenery, that in its being hers, her curtains had become open after so many ages in past time, and taking it in was not quickly accepted, unlike the parts of her that lusted to be touched, caressed, undressed, made love to, in those ways that had become with difficulty hard to remember. Someone taking interest in what she had to say, how she said it, and when she said it. A hello, baby, how is your day? Before afternoon. And from her knowing, he eagerly waited the answers. Randomly, her mental would play. There's no telling what she'd gather next. As if, for some reasons unknown to her, there was a fear that rested within her that she never imagined would have crept in. Perfect timing? Not. Questions of, what is this? What did I? Does he really? What does this mean even? Terrified is how she labeled it. All the while he's bear hugging, wrapped up so tight, just right, holding on to her for dear life. That's what it felt like in her accepting. It pleased her soul, all down to her core. The thoughts of the more made her sore. Going over her emotions like options, trying to weigh them all out. Tripping, maybe. Terrified, hell yes. Of what? Him? I don't even know. While shaking her head, girl, you are tripping. Conversation after conversation goes on and on throughout the remainder of those sleepless nights inside her mental, trying to get familiar with all of this she's found herself going with. Best buds with the notion to simply go with the flow. She's cautiously wondering, am I sure? What the hell have I got myself into? Past the feel goods of being accepted, the passions behind being adored. She finds herself running around vividly in the corridors of her being like a visitor to this something new while watching him as he sleeps in peace.